Thank you for joining us.
We're back again.
We'll get started shortly.
Mm.
Just wanted to pop on, give people the opportunity. Grab your tarots.
A drink.
And a drink. Always grab a drink. A little coffee, tea.
Yeah, I feel like I could use coffee.
Just gonna check out my hair constantly.
You look good.
I move and then it moves and I'm like, damn it.
Just get a little stretch in.
I am really annoyed at Girl Scout cookies this year.
Why?
Well, they're so expensive for the tiniest box of cookies.
Boxes are getting smaller and smaller.
Like, if I ever saw that size and cost of cookies in the grocery store, I would think with that price, these must be high quality gourmet cookies.
Right.
And if I bought a box and ate them and discovered that they're just cookies, I would never buy them again.
Right. Probably pretty upset.
Yeah, and I feel like we're so conned into feeling obligated to buy them from every child you know that's selling them.
Yeah.
And this is probably the first year that I said no to everybody else. And then we each just bought one from family. And that was it. And I do, like, I feel a little bit guilty about it. But also, I don't want all those cookies around. And, like, when I choose to eat cookies, I, like, it's like that night or like that weekend or something where I'm like, I know I need something sweet. Like, we go and we're doing a snack trip. Like, it's very intentional. So then we don't have them sitting around forever.
All the time.
Yeah. Because that's not healthy and it doesn't lead to good habits.
Yeah, we don't usually eat that way.
But, yeah. Also, I don't understand what the Girl Scout cookie money goes to. Like, have we ever learned what it goes to? It doesn't support them taking trips.
Just the Girl Scout organization, I thought.
Right, but they have, like, board members that basically volunteer.
Yeah, I have
So
no idea how
it's like, what to, like, make the uniforms? Like, I just would like some transparency on that because I don't know.
Yeah, there should absolutely be more transparency.
And I'm all for, like, giving, especially if I learned, like, oh, this money is actually going towards blah, 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 that supports the kids to, you know what I mean? Like, do whatever. Like, then I'd be like, okay, I might even give without taking a box of cookies, right? If I feel so inclined.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But when it's just like, I feel like I'm just in a weird transactional space of, like, I don't know, give us your sympathy and your money.
Yeah, using children to sell a product, it's like, it
Right.
seems like more and more like that every year, right? Where there's like,
They're just
you're kind
a
of using
business.
the kids. Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, well, I don't know that I support this business. And I enjoyed my time in the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
And I loved working for badges.
And so much of that stuff is individual, down to the troop and who's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who's in charge of it, your troop leader, and all of that. But, like, yeah, it's one of those things. It's just annoying. I want to be a troop leader. I'm gonna retire from
but then
education
I think
and
you have
just
to
be a
deal
troop
with
leader.
the cookie stuff. It's like, that's probably most of what you're doing. It's like, that's why it's such a mess.
You have to, like, store the cookies.
I forget that. No.
I would eat them all, and I'd be like, okay, so now I owe the Girl Scouts
$470
$500 because I meant to store these for when we were selling them, and instead I ate all the boxes of cookies. But even at work, like, no, like, I remember back in the day, like, my dad would bring them into work and, like, try to sell them for us, like, a few, not a ton. But I feel like everybody has like so many people that sell Girl Scout cookies
Yeah,
now.
everybody's got some money.
Like, if you're bringing them into work, people are like, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it, I gotta avoid contact with them. Especially if you're the one that's like, don't forget to buy Girl Scout cookies.
Right.
Are you interested? Are you interested? Like, say it once, leave it as an option. Don't bring it up again.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, that's the way to do it. So it'll be in the break room if you want some. Sign up.
Right?
No big deal, no pressure.
Because then I'm more likely. But
Yeah,
when you're
then it's
like,
okay, it just seems like if anybody legitimately just wants cookies, I don't know why they wouldn't just get them for themselves in or out of a grocery store.
right. But when you're being harassed for them.
Well, yeah,
at work,
and when somebody is
really?
cool about it, and you know, like, oh, maybe it'll help their kid or whatever, it's like, okay, well then that's a good enough reason for me to get them.
Right.
I'm gonna try to pick a card here because I'm not feeling great, so this is gonna be short, at least for me.
Oh no, did you start to not feel good?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I haven't been feeling awesome all afternoon. Well, not even all afternoon. We have the Ten of Pentacles.
Ooh la la. Wish I could hold that for you.
Let's see what we've got. Oh.
10 of Pentacles.
Yeah, Ten of Pentacles says accomplishment, security, goals achieved. The Ten of Pentacles shows a mature gentleman surrounded by those he loves. He watches his family and dogs who remind him of the bounty in his life. The Pentacles show that there are enough resources for all. This card reminds that what we each seek in terms of wealth, security, and memorable accomplishment is reachable.
I love that. I feel like you needed that.
Yeah, I've been sort of feeling that way with I've been satisfied with my work so far this week. Feeling very like self-assured and accomplished, and like, alright, I got it.
Yeah.
This is professional level stuff. I'm doing it in a reasonable amount of time, and
I just also, I feel like you, in beyond work, you sometimes forget that things are attainable too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I've been making progress on that with our stuff, you know, obviously.
Right. And I love the simplicity of it all, but it's like everyone's happy with what they have. Like, they're content with what they have, and everyone has something, whatever that is for them. Like, the couple has each other, you know, like...
Yeah, no, I do. It's great. It's a great image.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't know that I remember seeing this one before. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. I
love the brickwork in it. It's like those really fine sketches to give it that texture. I love that.
Yeah. Like, it's almost like cross hatching.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I guess it might still technically be,
Be what?
if you don't cross.
Yeah, is it still considered that?
Yeah.
Is it just shading? Is that what it would be?
Yeah.
It just seems like...
Adding value.
Yeah. It just seems like that specific style would have a different type of name. What?
I'm just gone now.
I know. And he's out of here. He's done. Ciao. Yeah, I liked that card for you.
Oh,
See?
yeah, it's a good card.
And the one you got yesterday was like a reminder to ask for help. And then you got a card reminding you that when you ask for help, everything is attainable.
That's pretty cool, right?
I love it. What's my card gonna say for today? This could be entertaining. On some other level. Alright, what's on your chest today that you need to expel? Mine was Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, I had just seen that they opened, I believe they were able to open like there were 2 capsules, I think, from the mission that went to Bennu, which is an asteroid that they went and collected like rocks from and stuff. But 2 of the capsules they were having trouble like extracting from the thing, but they got them open, I believe, today or recently. And so that I thought that was cool because they think those asteroids might have like the building blocks of life. The uracil, one of the nucleobases for RNA. That's recently been found already on the asteroid Ryugu by the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, because that got a rock sample from Ryugu in 2020, and so they think, oh, if it's also on Bennu, and that those nucleotides are a common thing, then that's a big deal for saying like life is maybe likely to just spawn on its own given the right conditions and the right building blocks, and they think these might be the building blocks. But the building blocks are just floating through space, and
that's so crazy to think about.
they just need to hit the right, atmosphere.
That
can
the
harbor,
other
can harbor life, and it seems that possibly, I think the idea is that like proteins begin forming longer and longer chains into like amino acids and peptides, and eventually I don't know where the line is exactly for that.
Right.
So I'm not sure, but I thought it was interesting. I thought that's really cool.
That is really cool.
And I think it's really neat how like serious they take the stuff. Where they had like 20 capsules. I think it said, but 2 of them they couldn't get into. So
that's so interesting.
Yeah, they got into them. What kind of cards did you get?
Cool. So I was going like pausing because I thought like it's this top card, but it didn't feel right. Like it felt like I needed to pull the 2 top cards when I got to it. So I pulled 2 because it just seemed right for me. So I got 2 of Swords and the Lovers.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I always ask the deck, like, show me what I need for today. And today it just didn't. Every time I kept pulling that first top
Lovers
card.
Lovers is a really beautiful card.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not looking in the right spot. Okay, so 2 of Swords is an interlocking symbol of the forces of conflict held in check. The diamond-shaped knotwork is similarly designed to symbolize a concentration of energy. The 2 points of the swords are touching a force field of energy, which has created a natural circuit. The 2 of Swords is the only card in the suit of Swords which enforces harmony or an agreement. Lovely. There's a form of intimacy with this card that indicates a lot of discussion taking place. Currently. The querent is engaged in settling a dispute which has caused a division in the past and great anguish. This is a card of healing, as both parties are able to speak freely and without bitterness. Communication is the key here. It has provided the means of understanding the other person's viewpoint. An honorable settlement of a dispute, no victors or losers. The querent has gained a victory, however, because his or her mind has been open to an opposing or a polarity of thoughts. Like it?
Yeah, makes sense.
And then the Lovers.
Let's see the next one.
A major card. So the 2 lovers are encapsulated forever in their own time warp. Time for lovers has a different meaning and dimension. Time will stand still, or so they say. The lover's illusion of time is perhaps not an illusion at all, but a deeper insight into the dual energies which control the nature of all things. The naked couple are celebrating their union as the man offers the woman a draught of wine from a drinking horn. The romance of Tristan and Isolde is immediately visualized and the Celtic heart exposed. So Tristan and Isolde began with a magic love potion concealed in a flagon of wine. Tristan, a Celtic knight and nephew of King Mark of Cornwall, had been sent to fetch the fair Isolde, daughter of the King of Ireland, as a bride for King Mark. I didn't know that was that. Their ship became becalmed, and a serving maid accidentally opened the wine, which had been specially brewed to ensure a love match between Iseult and her future husband. The Celtic tribes of Cornwall and Ireland had been engaged in bitter conflict, and the marriage was seen as an important truce. The love potion had been obtained by Iseult's mother from a druidess of fairy blood. But the plans of mortals are often upstaged in mythology by the gods. So the fated love potion became a fatal dose of love. Tristan and Iseult were eventually parted through a series of tragic misunderstandings, and both died alone for the love of the other. Love stories often have tragic endings, but the story of Tristan and Iseult was of their undoing love for each other, despite the anger it had evoked in others, and for a time between themselves. The mercurial Cupid firing the arrows is the divine intervention, which inspires love and passion. For one cannot be stronger than the other, or the delicate alchemical. That is a tricky one.
Yeah.
Woo.
Like alchemy.
Right?
Yeah, alchemical.
That delicate balance turns to lust and hate. So let's see. This is the sign of Gemini, associated with the oak tree. Trees are sacred to the Druids. Oak is the most sacred of all, not only for its strength and beauty, but also because the sacred mistletoe grew in its boughs. So it's a symbol of life, not growing directly from the earth, and the berries were silver pearls, the essence of life, not to be touched by man. The Druids cut the mistletoe with great reverence and used the berries for healing barrenness in women and animals. The tree shown in the card is rooted between the lovers, but its fruit-bearing branches are spread above them as a reminder not to pick such fruits without considering the consequence. The brilliance of the sun is a symbol of creation, the key significance of the card. So it's a card of great rapport and understanding. Lovers' tiffs, etc. may occur, but can be a case of mistiming. Brings together the best aspects of a partnership in both men and women. It can inspire love in both sexes, but not homosexual love, because the lovers are symbolic of the dual or polarity of energies. I'm going to have to disagree with this.
Yeah.
If it's energies, then it doesn't matter what genitalia they have. Right? Yeah. It can inspire brotherly or sisterly love, which transcends the sexual aspect. If the queerant is single, if already married, it shows that any problems within the marriage will be resolved.
Lovely.
Okay,
That's
bueno.
very nice.
So, good cards for today. I wonder why I needed these cards today. Maybe just to focus on the beautiful things that already are in existence.
Yeah.
You know, to remember the love.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Which is nice. It kind of makes, like, all the other bullshit is not important.
Yeah.
Can we recreate this card? So we're gonna find an oak tree, sit in the nude. You're going to hand me a flute of wine, and then we'll hire a friend. No, I'm just kidding. To fly above us as Cupid.
Yeah.
Any takers? Are you interested in this job? It pays nothing.
I don't want anyone dangling from the tree with a bow and arrow.
It pays nothing but berries from the tree that you need to pick for yourself.
You get berries which aren't really safe to eat.
No, they're not actually. Just kidding. We don't need any volunteers. That's your hair too. Look at that big hair.
Well, it's wrapped in something.
Oh, I thought it was just giant hair.
No, it's cloth wrapping.
I thought that was normal hair. Sorry.
Alright.
I think
I need to sign off.
Yeah, we reached our max for the day. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good evening.
I hope you spend
See you
time
next
picking
week.
your own tarot cards.
Yeah, if not, maybe before.
Ciao.
Until next time.